Hey, what's going on, people? It's about time to say hello again. It's been a busy week. I'm getting ready for a show, a solo show, but not a solo show, with a singer, Carol Rogers. She was in Sergio Mendez, and she worked for the Musicians Institute for 20 years. So I've been rehearsing for that all week. Really haven't been home too much. Haven't been playing too much music here at the house. But I thought I'd say hello and talk a little bit about music and whatever else pops into my head, okay? No guarantee this will be a good video. There's never a guarantee. I don't plan for these, okay? I just do them. I recently received a couple of CDs from the artist himself, which is what I like. I really enjoy getting music from people who know that their stuff is good, okay? Just understand that. Some people don't understand that, what they're doing is not any good. And they sent, I think I've gotten that straight. I haven't gotten any mediocre music in a long time, but I have in the past gotten some really, really bad music. Tom Fazzini out of the UK sent me two CDs. A solo one, One Shapeless Day by Tom Fazzini. And he also sent me one by a group he was involved with. A Small Good Thing, The Pink and Purple World of Dishonesty. Now, because I've been so busy, I've only really given these a cursory listen, but I like to check in and let people know that I've received their music and that I appreciate it. Interestingly, when the note that Tom sent me said that he thought that I would enjoy this one the most, but this one catches my interest the most of the two. The impression I get is it is mysterious, but also kind of fantasy-like. Now, I didn't listen to the words, and I can tell that that's going to be a part of this, that there's some kind of thing going down, some kind of story or something. But the musical landscape is kind of at first sparse and not well defined as far as, oh, this is going to be folk, oh, this is going to be rock. It's more somewhere in between ambient and just kind of spatial. I come back to this one, but I like it, and also it includes participation by members of the band O Yuki Conjugate, who I have heard of. And let me just look. I didn't get ready. I know I have some. If I can grab it right quick. Yep. Yeah. This one as well. A Small Good Thing involves Andrew Holm, who I first became aware of through the music of O Yuki Conjugate. Somewhere between ambient and tribal or something, And this is a lenticular cover. You can't really see it here, but it's got a neat lenticular cover. Good stuff. So that was neat to hear the connection between himself and these artists. This one, Small Good Thing, I have to come back to. My first listen, it did not register much. It was interesting that it was not immediately sounding like anything that I'd heard before, but it didn't captivate me on the first listen, so I have to come back to it. This did keep me listening. The Tom Fazzini One Shapeless Day did keep me listening. What was going on, even though I was somewhat distracted, working or doing something at the same time, it kept me listening. So Tom, I want to thank you for the discs. I will leave a link if anyone is interested in discovering more about his music or the music of A Small Good Thing. I haven't listened to Old Yuki Conjugate, so now that I have these out, maybe I'll put one of these on before the day is over to refresh my memory. Since my show with 7 Seconds, I have been, like I said, very busy getting ready for this show tomorrow night with Carol Rogers. And it's a wonderful but also stressful experience. Carol is a consummate professional. She's worked with everyone. I mean, I just found a video online of her when she worked at the Musicians Institute, where she's covering Rage Against the Machine. And among other people, Bobby Borg from the band Warrant is on the drums behind her. She's an amazingly talented woman, and I continue to learn about the world of professional music as well as just my craft. I just want to state that, I've never been interested in the business of music, because the more I learned about it, the less I was interested. The business side of entertainment really does suck the life out of people. I've always been interested in the art, still am interested in the art, stubbornly want to stay focused on the magic of the experience and not get stuck on the paycheck, where the rest of the world is, in my opinion, why the world sucks so bad, because we can't get past needing to get paid. It's like somehow we've lost the plot and we don't understand what's important anymore. Maybe we never did. The mad rush to keep our creature comforts and material possessions intact, as opposed to getting along with one another or repairing the planet. I mean, those seem to be the priorities of our leaders, or the people who have the money and the control. I'll just say it right here, that it appears to me that all the smart people have died. All the people that have a conscience are dead. All the smart people that could do anything must be dead or compromised, or they've been paid off. They've been silenced. There are no real leaders, from my estimation. Of course, you can come back and tell me somebody you think, but I don't see it. Maybe they're making some differences, which we're happy about any differences being made. But Trump, being a leader who cares about the future, or actually cares about people, hell to hell no. He's an opportunist. This is all about his personal gain. Any of the other candidates, do I see sincerity? A little bit, but again, they got there primarily because they're opportunists and they know how to get ahead. And when you're getting ahead, the main thing you do is get ahead. You might do something benevolent. It'll be at the bottom of the heap. The main thing you'll be doing is you'll be helping and greasing the palm of the people who are helping you get what you want, which always leaves the general populace at the bottom of the heap. Trickle-down politics, or economics, as Reaganomics was called, which is total bullshit. Notice how I've gone completely south from music. This is again why sometimes I don't make videos, because I have so much on my mind that I cannot guarantee that I will talk about music, or that what I say will be pleasing to people. Frankly, I don't care that it's pleasing. This is not entertainment, and this is not a service where someone's getting paid. This is something that I've always wanted to do, which is to share my thoughts, have my own outlet to the world, where I can say my piece and show my records, since my records are the most fun thing that I've chosen to focus on in this life. Let me put it like that, okay? It could have been cars, it could have been women, it could have been wanting to reproduce and start a family. This is, making music and being involved in the world of what music can do inside to your mind, your feelings, your body, has always been the most important thing to me. And so this is why I'm here, okay? I'm not doing a service. I often get these comments where people say, "Good job, keep it up." It's like, I suppose, since you don't really know what's going on here, maybe that's what it looks like, and that from you is supposed to be a compliment, but I'm not doing a job. I'm doing this because I fucking want to, okay? I want to tell you what I think.
And others is that very.
To wrap it up, I was listening to On Point on NPR this morning, where Tom Ashcroft, whatever the fuck his name is, because he gets on my nerves, they're talking about the NWA movie. And I really, really do not like Tom's viewpoint. It always comes across, which is, it's still a white man's world, and he talks to his guests as though he is representing some kind of status quo, which I resent very much. And what's interesting to me is I point these things out to other people, and most people don't catch it. And it's real clear to me. There's a bias. There's even kind of sometimes
question is what?
It's like a snarkiness. Like today, I really appreciate some of the guests who have caught Tom Ash, whatever the fuck his name is, talking down to them and saying, I'm not going there. I'm not responding to that. And I'm not going to say you're right, because he does. He talks like he thinks he's right. And I just really, that pisses me off, and it's part, to me, of the problem is that I'm just going to say my thoughts, and if it upsets you, that's just too damn bad, okay? Let me say my piece, all right? We are in, right now, a war. You can define it however you want. I'm going to give it the broad definition. We're in a class war. Humans don't count to the winners, the people who have the resources, have the physical power. Their whole goal is to keep it and to expand it. People don't count. And throughout the media, when I look at the news, when I look at talk shows, when I listen to NPR, it comes across very clearly that the media is owned. Everyone's speaking on behalf of who's paying them, and the message is not one of true caring, benevolence, and wanting to fix anything. Those who have ears can hear it, and I'm one, and I'm here to tell you that the only thing that's going on is the game. Black lives do not matter to the elite, to the globalists. It's all smoke and mirrors and talk. They don't give a shit about people. They especially don't care about people of color. I don't like this. I don't want people to be at war. I don't want to take sides. I don't want this, but this is where we're at. And I hate how the media is just representing those who have the money, who are feeding it, pitting us against each other because they're benefiting from it financially, literally. And most people are so stressed out and so caught up in it they can't see it. That's why I'm here to just share my point of view. I don't know that what I'm saying is correct, but that's what I'm seeing, so that's what I'm telling you. We're in a class war, and the police, if it's not more obvious, are the paid private army protecting the money and the purses and the business. They're not serving or protecting the people. Every day, first off, almost every day you're hearing about some black person getting his ass killed. But the other thing that's not coming out so much but is happening is that people of all colors, including white people, poor white people, are being killed and mistreated by the police. And yet we can't get it addressed by the media or any real leaders in a realistic sense by saying something is wrong with this picture. We keep going public with our concerns about police brutality, and yet it continues to go on. It looks to me like there's some sort of agenda going on because it's not stopping, But when you bring it up, it's like people tell you that you're the one that's not thinking right, and yet people continue to die. So That's where my head is at, and that's why I haven't been making them. One of the reasons why I haven't made any videos, because I'm a human and I have my cycles, and what's on my mind and what I'm feeling, it goes up and down. And even though I know there's really nothing I can do except talk, I can't just bury my head like a lot of people and act like I don't know. If I really didn't know, then it would be different and I could just go along oblivious. But I do know. Through technology, we've connected the world, and in a way, we are a global community. So I reflect that global consciousness. If it were still back in the 1920s when there wasn't all this, and when you lived in a local spot, all you knew was what was in that spot. Well, that was reality. You know what I'm saying? If the town 50 miles down the road had a riot or something blew up, you would never know. But that's not the world we live in, and so that is partially what is reflected in my mindset. Is that my awareness, and we're in a class war, and all of these politicians, Democrats, Republicans, they're out for self. They don't care about us. It's sad how many people are just want to believe. And so we just continue to slide into just a deep pile of shit. That's what's on my mind, not records right now.